today I wanted to make a video on the process of my recent work, which is this one. This is real sand, and this is seashells on the seashell. Seashells on the seashell. Okay. The white one is the wave. So basically, I was trying to do a new technique, which is lacing in resin art, if you could call that. So yeah, the lacing is basically has pattern like cells, the bullet at this white area, but I didn't manage to do that because of the difference in things. The first batch of my resin, which is this one, has I lost the time, so the texture has become too thick to be to make lacing. So even I use heat gun, by the way. I use heat gun to create the effect of this white, the wave one. So the surface that I use is it's just a blank wooden board. It's like this. Yeah. So basically, you can I think you can pretty much put it on every kind of surface that you want. So after kita dah mix the resin, we're gonna start with mixing the color. So you have to know the right shade. First, you have to know the right shade that you want, and then you have to put the right amount of pigment. So I figured that if you want to make beach theme resin, you have to use thicker. You have to make it thicker. So you have to use a lot of pigment, but also you have to mind the amount sebab takut dia jadi too concentrated. You don't want that to happen. So usually people would sometimes people would use acrylic paint because it's thicker. Then I'm gonna start pouring it on the surface. So I'm gonna start with the darkest blue at the upper part of the board. And then I figured I didn't have the right amount of resin, so I have to mix another batch of resin. And then I'm gonna pour sand at the lowest part of the board. This is to add realistic effect to the whole work. So after I pour the sand, I pour the middle blue and also the lightest blue. So we're gonna go from the lightest shade to the darkest shade, and I also put the white one to create the wave effect. And this is my attempt of doing the lacing, but I have not mastered it yet, so it turns out that way. I also add a bit of gold pigment, and then you have to fill the board, the whole area, so it will not leave the trace of the original surface. So after the whole area is filled, so you can add gold pigment or more white pigment, anything that suits your taste. And I'm gonna use heat gun again to make sure the resin would blend with the overall blue shades. The whole process requires a lot of layering, so I have to work a bit so that it turns out the effect that I want. And then I'm gonna put real seashells at the sand to matches the beach theme. So this is the overall look after I have poured everything and to wait for it to cure. So this is the result after a day. And that was it. Thank you for watching my humble video. Thank you so much.